connected.
What's going on, everyone? I'm Eli. Welcome back to another IgnitionTube video where today we are finally motor swapping my Audi RS5 and hopefully taking it for its first drive. As a recap for you, because it's been a minute since I posted a video on this car, I was offered an RS5 with a blown motor by a subscriber in Texas. I had the car shipped up and I went on the hunt for a parts car. I found a donor car, and in the last video, Ducky and I completely tore that down and it's off to the scrapyard. Now I have my 2014 RS5 in the shop and we're pulling out the blown motor that had damage on cylinder 5. So that's the top of the piston.
Yep. Something got in there.
Now that the motor is out, I wanted to take the precaution of swapping the subframe. So again, the crashed car's motor is going in my car, but we're keeping the good car's subframe inside there just in case there was any sort of damage to it. This means that later on we're gonna have to code the TCU to the car because I didn't want to deal with swapping the engine and the transmission. So all that happened at the beginning of June, it is now almost the middle to end of August. Now, why is there a 2-ish month gap? Well, I was in Croatia for 3 weeks, but more importantly, when Pound and I started putting this car back together, I was underneath the car, I pushed on the coolant pipe, and the next morning I woke up with a very hurt neck. Now that took 3 or 4 weeks to go away. While I was injured and away in Croatia, Ducky actually came up to the shop and put the whole front clip back on the car, put everything together. So really all that's left is coolant, oil, exhaust, intake, front bumper. And then it's ready to go. Then we just have to get it towed to the shop and have the stuff coated, and then I can go for my first drive. I'm really excited about that. Tonight is Friday night. I'm hoping to have it coated on Monday. Let's get to work.
Remember there was an oil leak under the car? Or if you don't, there was an oil leak under the car. Well, that's because the drain plug was loose. Goodbye, whatever the car was running. Welcome to the future, because today's video is sponsored by ROWE.
Now, if you know ROWE in the US, you know their president, Ken. And if you don't, this is what Ken drives. Ken is 100% one of us. ROWE is a German company. Everything here is designed, engineered, and tested in Germany. It's motorsport proven, meaning that ROWE is a title sponsor and also a racing team for races like the 24 Hours at the Nürburgring, where they test their products. Now, if you're a Volkswagen Audi guy, you've probably heard of brands that rhyme with Olli and O'Toole. I've used them in the past too. How does this compare to those? Well, it meets or exceeds the same manufacturer specifications as those other oils. The difference with this is it's less expensive. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the RS5 later in the video, but if you wanna learn more, there's a link in the description to ROWE's website, as well as directly to USP Motorsport, where you can purchase the product from them. This is my first video with it, but the X3 has it in it, the R32 has it in it, this has ROWE coolant in it, which you'll also see later in the video. R32 has ROWE coolant, ROWE brake fluid in it, soon to be ROWE DSG fluid. They have all the fluids. and it's all high quality stuff. It's all available at USP. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. The ROWE guys will be monitoring it. Thanks for checking out ROWE. Thanks for listening to my pitch, and let's get back to the video. Oh no. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's really not good. Good thing I have another engine right there. Wow, I didn't mean to do that, but at least the camera was focused on it. Oh, that was so dumb. And I know you're supposed to hold it sideways so it doesn't make this noise, but I want you guys to see the logo. I broke out the old vacuum fill tool. 25. Shut off that stupid noisy compressor. Okay. All right, we got 25. And I got enough slack to reach the bottom of the bucket. So we're gonna send it. All right, I'm gonna call it there. Ducky has no faith and doesn't think I can get this exhaust on by myself. I just gotta lift it up like that. I already put it in place, slid it in on the creeper. I think it's doable. This is potentially the last project in the shop. Zach's car is gone now. Yep. Cowan's car, not gone, in progress. We're losing the shop at the end of September. Zach and Cowan bought houses and I can't swing it by myself. So either way, RS5 I think is ready to start. The boys are here. One last kind of send off. Let me see what happens.
Your fluids are all good, right?
Yeah. It started. I mean, I got 3/4 of a tank of gas.
Oh shit, that's awesome.
I thought I heard a fuel pump.
Why is the key not coming out?
I think that's...
The key is stuck in it. All right, try again in neutral this time. Oh, we're getting there. This is like 7th time is the charm.
Dude, it's so close.
Very close.
Dude, I'm telling you, leave it for like 15, 20 minutes.
All right, we let it charge for a minute.
Well, that's how you know the battery's... Yay!
We're in business. It started. We're in. It's good? It's so quiet. Oh, the valve is shut.
Nice work, buddy.
Dude. Yeah, it smells like burning, huh?
Yeah, right there, you'll see it.
I can't resist. I know the car's ice cold and I just started it, but... Oh, it won't let me. No, it won't let me rev it. Check out this new Euro tuning shift knob. Oh, now it's locked in park, okay. It's in safe mode. You can see it says safe mode. And it's got a big fault on the dash, but it doesn't have a check engine light right now, yet. She's down. Easy. All right, I hooked it up to the charger all night. I can't get the key out of it. Joe says I should be able to get the key out of it, but it's not coming out. Anyway, I want to see if it starts without the charger on it. We're in business. Okay, so it's just the battery drained out over time. It's not that it completely died, I don't think. We'll see. One thing I've been waiting to do that we can officially do. Cylinder 5 spark plug not installed. Well, it's installed now. All right, RS5 successfully transported to Joe's shop.
Yes, sir.
Joe is now going to use Otis to code the transmission. Okay, so the car is coded and everything works, but the car will not go into reverse unless you press the override, at which point it will drive backwards.
and the key won't come out of the dash. So we are in the process of figuring that out. So when we pulled the transmission out, there was one connector that we accidentally left connected. It looks like it was the solenoid itself. And yeah. So I gotta go get the solenoid off the other transmission, which is fine. It should be a relatively straightforward swap. Fingers crossed. All right, so it's the next day. Joe's laying down on the ground. Joe, what'd you find?
The ground wasn't connected.
So we did all sorts of stuff to replace the solenoid and everything else. This ground must have been on the chassis, or?
It must have been wedged against something where just enough force against the chassis for the ground, and it actually started.
It started multiple times, and it moved on the tow truck, and then it still started here. I mean, it works. You coated it yesterday, so we don't have to do any more coating.
No coating, it's all coated up. The mech unit, both keys.
First drive in the RS5. I still gotta fix the shift knob, but that's fine. We're in reverse, and it moves. Oh, that's exciting. Don't hit anything in the first drive. Basically what happened, we coated the car. Then the car would not come out of park without pressing the override, or the key wouldn't come out of the dash. When Duck and I pulled this engine and trans out of the donor car, we broke the shift solenoid that basically, you know, like engages or pulls away so that you can shift the car when you press the brake. So I went back to the shop, I got the other shift solenoid, we came here, the car ran the entire time for like 40 minutes without an issue. And then as soon as we got back, Joe shut it off and went to turn it back on, and it wouldn't turn over anymore. We had a code that says starter is mechanically jammed. And Joe was like, nah, it's gotta be the ground. There's no way it's a starter. So we went home last night, we came back today, and as you saw, Joe was laying underneath the car. The ground wasn't plugged in. Right now, we have air conditioning charged. We have a car that starts. We're in dynamic mode. I somehow messed up the shift knob, so I'm shifting with, oh boy, all right. AC off, mute, service due. And we're out. I also don't think we have any washer fluid, but maybe we do. Let's test. Oh, we do. Wow, the windshield is not in great shape. Runs really smooth. I don't know if that's the tires or if that's the... I don't know if it's the tires or if it's the wheel bearings. If it's the wheel bearings, not the end of the world. I've done a lot of B8.5 wheel bearings. Oh, it's got some torque. It's not as slow as I thought it was gonna be. And that was mid-range too. I'm really excited that the car runs, but I don't know what the heck to do about the brakes. I'm gonna have to try buying the Amazon rotor hone and seeing what happens. This is a good feeling. Kind of smells like burning. Let's see what happens. That was 6,000 RPMs. I'm scared to take it higher than that. That was $7,000. We're getting comfortable. All right, I got her home and I got a license plate on it now, but it left a puddle of coolant in my driveway last night. They didn't put see-through coolant bottles on this, so you can't tell. Oh, okay, it's well below minimum. I got everything out of here and I still have no freaking clue where it's leaking from. I mean, I'm genuinely stumped on this one. All right, I went to Advance and rented this coolant pressure tester. There's a steady stream coming out of there, but I can't see where it's from. Well, I found it. It looked like this. So I went to loosen the hose and, well, the hose came off. I was trying to rotate the hose clamp. Now it's half full of coolant. I'm probably just gonna have to drain it all the way. I didn't clean this container before I started, so I can't reuse the coolant. I am just so smart. Well, since the coolant bottle was empty anyway, I took it out. You can see that hose right there? See how the hose clamp is back there? The hose clamp never got moved forward when we put it together. That's the issue. So I gotta move that hose clamp somehow. I ran over to Joe's shop, and Joe saved me yet again. This time, I'm not good enough for Snap-on, but he lent me a set of Snap-on, the remote clampy boys. I need to get a set of that, but
we're back together down there. Now I just have to put the coolant bottle back in, connect all that, connect the intake, reconnect the crash bar because I pulled it forward, put the headlight in, put the fender liner back, and put the front bumper on, and we might be in business, hopefully. And fill the coolant again. I just vacuum filled the RS5 with coolant for the second time, so we should be in business there. Now, the reason we didn't notice the leak the first time, if you remember, we did the vacuum fill and the PSI gauge held steady at 24 to 25 PSI or negative 24, 25 PSI out of that system. But you have to remember that that's the system contracting, like we're pulling a vacuum in instead of expanding out like we were with the pump that ultimately showed us the leak. Ideally, everything is buttoned back up properly. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it outside. We'll see what happens. Here goes nothing. The brake rotors were all rusty. I was supposed to film this process, but I've just been rushing this morning, so I brought the GoPro out and then never set it up like a genius. Anyway, the brake rotors were all rusty and they were like, whoa, 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 when you step on the brakes. So I bought this off of Amazon for like 30 bucks. And I went ahead and honed the surface of both the back and then obviously the front. That's why it's on backwards, because I just did the back. But I'm hoping that that fixes my issue, and that would make this car significantly better to drive. I still think we might need wheel bearings, though. I think they're fixed. There's no more, like, I mean, I think we need wheel bearings, but there's no more crazy vibration on the brakes. I only did the front rotors. Maybe I'll have to do the rears next. That is exciting. I still get a little bit of a wobble, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and just order brake rotors instead of being cheap and trying to fix them. And put some new pads on it. It needs new pads sooner than later anyway. But this was a long video over a lot of time. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed that it's all kind of put in one place. And the check engine light just came on. So in the next video, we're gonna figure that out too. Until then, thank you guys so much for watching. Go out there and spread some positivity, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.